you could have a tradesman there that night.
Yeah.
Goes to the work site, shares that joke with another 10, 15 people.
Yeah.
And then he's made them laugh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
You better not be stealing jokes. If I find out, I'll be down there. What job site? Tell me.
but you know, people take it to their jobs. People say,
Yeah.
you got to check this out. You go down. It's affordable.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't breaking pocket. And,
No, not at all.
and you can eat there, have a drink there.
I should raise the price.
But
That's
stuff
all
like that, man. You're
Yeah.
really making a difference to the society. Why I'm saying that is because I went and studied a little bit about comedy and the history of it. And they say it goes all the way back to Greece.
Yeah.
Back in the day. And there was a play called The Babylonians.
Yeah.
And it was in 426 BC, right?
Coming at me with some knowledge I don't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But just
History
to understand, just to understand the foundations of what you do.
Yeah.
Because he went against making fun of the government.
Yep.
And back in the day when you're in the auditorium, the important people would sit at the front of the auditorium.
Yeah.
And so he had access to make fun of him while the crowd was laughing at him, to the point where the politician himself that got made fun of, he had to do something to him to stop him from doing that play.
Yeah.
So that affects the society and the community, how they think.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's a bigger thing than
It's interesting to see that. Yeah. Like I can see how they would kill him because they're making fun of him and the crowd's on his side. Obviously.
Exactly. Yeah. And then you're supposed to be the leader of the country and leader of your little sect, whatever you're trying to do.
Quick way to get the whole city against you.
Yeah. But that happens today with Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
You were talking about Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is one of my
He's the goat.
He's the guy.
He is, in my opinion, a god.
The
comedy god.
The black KKK leader. Come on.
Oh yeah,
man.
yeah,
Yeah, right.
Clayton Bigsby.
Yeah,
so
Clayton Bigsby,
good.
come on.
That was episode 1.
No.
Mental.
Wait, I was in love with Dave Chappelle, bro.
Yeah.
Because I was in school at the time,
Yeah,
and
same.
I was using it everywhere. His jokes.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy's the best. He was
Did I stayed up late and watched that episode, right?
Yeah.
And then that was just after, it was sort of just after my parents split, and that sketch broke me. Like, it was just after
man.
Foxtel came out with
that's
the
right.
rewind,
Yeah.
and I rewound that scene, where the guy's head explodes. Neil Brennan, his co-writer, because he reveals his face as being black, and the whole KKK rally just loses it, and Neil Brennan's head explodes. That I cried, fell out of my couch. I'm rolling on the floor.
It was the best, man. It was the best.
So good.
It was so good, man. Even Rick James and all that stuff.
Everything.
It became household phrases. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in the ethos.
So imagine that effect in Sydney, man.
Yeah, man.
You got the platform for it, and I feel like if there's any comedian out there,
I'm chasing it, man. Elliot's joke, it's probably one of the best jokes I've ever heard in Sydney. The way it works is so brilliant, and obviously I'm not going to say it here, but search up Elliot Ravetti. He's always down at Magic. He's one of my regulars, one of my crew. So he's got this joke, and everyone that has seen it, that is their joke of the night. It is so good, so memorable. It's one of those ones where it's kind of like talking about going down on girls sort of thing. And my mate came to the show, and then 2 weeks later he's talking to me. He's like, dude, I was with my missus, and things started getting heated. I went down there, and we both just started laughing. They both remembered it. 2 weeks later.
See,
boom.
That's mad.
Yeah.
That's amazing, man. And that's what I mean. I feel like, as we'll talk, why we got into that, why I got into that political society thing, because we're talking about governments getting paid too much. They're not with the people.
Yeah.
And with art, you have to be within society to create your art, sort of thing, whatever. How do you keep in the society to keep your stuff updated, even just to keep within the realm of things?
Oh, how do I stay grounded and stuff?
Yeah, and how do you stay focused and stuff like that?
Well, man, because I see the vision so far ahead, and I'm running for it. You know what I mean? It's a downside of that is that I do lose track of what's going on.
Yeah.
But
procrastination, we're talking about before.
Yeah, man. I distract myself. I try and distract myself by doing something else that helps it. So it's kind of see, things like the podcast. It takes a whole, my podcast takes a while because I have to sit there, talk to myself for an hour, roughly. It's weirdest thing ever. So so then throughout the week I have to build up things that I want that fire me up, and then rant about them at the end of the week, essentially. And if I forget to start writing that stuff down, then
you lose the track.
Yeah, but I've got a lot of it written down now, things that have been firing me up recently. So things like that. So I stay grounded by just staying heated about political stuff. It annoys the hell out of me.